Hey viewers, me and team here, welcome back to Let's Play Civ 4, and surprisingly the Aztec advantage hasn't materialized as much as expected, at least not yet. They are currently locked into a war, but let's show something off. Lots of cities here, but as you can see, not exactly a lot of Native American cities. Yeah, he didn't, well, he hates me, he worst enemy map hacked. That's nice. He's still willing to trade me a wonder resource though, well either wonder resource. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have any wonders that I care to build any longer. I guess maybe I could trade for stone and build the Maui statues, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, for whatever reason, Russia's actually the larger empire, which also pisses me off to some degree because, you know, how many cities has she captured? Well, some. But largely, she's just taken land peacefully. But yeah, a lot of that's smoke and mirrors because look at this. Like, what is the city doing? Unit AI hands. This can't do. This does nothing. This does nothing. This does a little bit thanks to copper. Nothing. Nothing. That's a lot of land doing nothing. These are okay, but they're not great. So the rest of her cities are alright, but she has a good chunk that are doing nothing. So her actual land advantage is somewhat deceiving. Just saying. Oh yeah, barbarian galley. And someone was saying, you know, being a team, could you circumnavigate the globe or meet the other ships along the Antarctic or Arctic, either or? And the answer is usually no on Earth maps, but apparently on this one you can do that. So that's something to bear in mind. Whatever, we'll just build wealth for now again. Wealth. And we'll drop a market in the city. I kind of abused these cities a little bit in an attempt to survive, and managed to survive pretty easily in the last part, so that could have gone worse. I'm not unhappy with it. Alright, we have democracy now. And I'm thinking where I want to head next is probably through banking. Because banking is one of the prerequisites to get to rifling, because it is a prerequisite for replaceable parts, and that will give me some good structures to work on as well. So we're just going to wait just a moment on this, or maybe I could do a triple switch. We'll see. We'll see. Theocracy is suddenly appealing. And where's my great person stuff? 6 turns in Ondini. Really? No, that can't be right. That must be spies. Let's try this again. This must be it. It must be in 24 turns that I get one in Quadazuka. Where the heck is that? China's starting to run away a little bit here as well. Oh my god. Maybe not, as one got retaken in the opposite direction. Okay, yeah, let's try to get away from the spies here. And I can shorten that to 14 turns. Okay, I'm going to hold off on a Golden Age until I get that one then. We'll grab Theology, and then we'll go through Banking, and then I have to decide between Cavalry or something else, like rifle cannon. Ragnar is pushing rifles, but a lot of the others don't even have guilds. That's bizarre as heck, but okay, game. So we'll go banking, then military tradition, then rifling. We're going to try to get a little cavalry rush here. Well, it's not really a rush, it's rush 2 cavalry. And then we're going to try to drop civs with just cavalry. Maybe sweep the world with it. Without vassal states or tech trading, it'll be interesting. I might be able to get domination with just the old world. Not sure on that though. I'm not sure that's possible. Certainly Montezuma and co are probably backwards over there, or at least Montezuma is, so I might be able to grab some land off of him, although his sheer numbers will probably be a little frustrating. Then again, I mean, if I take out everyone in the old world first, my sheer numbers will be even more ridiculous. So that wouldn't be too big of a problem, really. I would just want a heroic epic, a coastal site of some sort, and build enough galleons to get over there. Maybe dump some forces over in Pakal's land or in Incan land before declaring, set up a little chain there. We shall see. Montezuma is no longer the worst enemy of Ramesses. No, I'm not canceling deals with the Viking. Yeah, diplomacy falls apart in these larger maps pretty easily. Jail is done. We could build some security bureaus, sure. Sure. Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is an amazingly valuable wonder on a map like this. Maybe I'll pick that up, or at least attempt to do so. And getting a specialist in every city on the continent, on this continent. And yeah, as far as Civ is concerned, Africa, Europe, Asia are all one continent, as is India. Well, yeah. India is part of Asia. All this is Asia, all this is Africa, all of this is Europe, all this is everything. What I'm trying to say. So you have, at least for wonder purposes, some rather crazy stuff. And wow, the Romans are getting wrecked. It's a lot of horse archers. You know, given the empire sizes, I'm a little surprised to see military forces so small. But Caesar's getting it stuck to him. It's kind of fun to see that because he's such a jerk on most maps that having him struggle here is pretty funny. And this is pretty lame. Like, how is it that he underexpanded so badly? It escapes my reasoning. Jail is done. Actually, I'll just build wells. Screw the security bureaus. Because we're going to wait on banks now. Well, you can build a market. Wow, it's taking me some difficulty to click on things. So where's I building a security bureau? Maybe I'll just let that finish there. Nah, don't do that. Just build wells. It's fine. Picking up these lesser techs pretty nicely. How much espionage do I have on Mansa now? Quite a bit. I could steal some lesser techs from him. Or maybe even some major ones soon, if I continue to accrue that much on him. And what does he have that I lack? Replaceable parts. Oh geez, he's near rifles. Most of the others are not. This might be one of those maps where I avoid the people who have rifles and just attack the ones that don't until my numbers are so high that I can attack anybody. But we'll see what he has when the time comes. Montezuma declared on Mansa. Oh my god. That's a little on the unexpected side. I guess they have sailing access. I don't think Montezuma has astronomy. He certainly seems to have optics. Come on, game. Yeah, there's his little invasion stack. So no, he does not have astronomy. Or no, he does. He does. Apparently not before he launched his attack, however. And he does not have civil service, so he's going to have things like jaguars and maybe some crossbows in there. And Ramesses declares on Montezuma. It's cute. Yep, horse archers, catapults, crossbow. That's all I was able to make out from that movement. Fortunately, I can see it.
Banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything, I'm afraid. And I don't mind, because I wouldn't want to deal with the Aztecs right now. Barbarian city is still getting taken. Ooh, I bet the Christian holy city would be worth a lot of money. Kind of eyeing that up. Cities are becoming unhealthy. I have enough overflow in literature to get it in the turn. Only with tech trades off.
Art for the sake of
Well,
truth.
not only, but
Art for the
usually.
sake of the good and the
Demographics,
beautiful.
I'm doing okay.
That
I'm
is the faith that I
continually
am
slipping
searching
in
for.
land area behind more and more saves. And that's as they expand into their nooks and crannies, I guess. But hopefully I can turn that around. Kathy is almost double my current, so that's kind of scary. Manufactured goods, I could be better. I will be better once I switch into some more finalized civics setups. And otherwise, I'm pretty middle of the pack here, so that's not the best situation. Nor is it the worst. Ooh, I'll get a lot of stuff when I hit Egypt. I cannot wait. Timbuktu has the nice stuff too. Look at this. All this good stuff is here, right near me. Well, okay. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty long series, I think. Just because the amount of time it's taking to get anything done. Wow, look at his turns to physics. He's not, he's spiritual, so that's not anarchy. Oh my god. Stop culture whoring. Although I should be thankful for that, because that means he's not going to have rifles. No, you don't need help against the Aztecs.
Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be
Do the
chewed
Vikings
and
like me?
digested.
Yeah, they do, so I'm going to abstain here. I'll take a promotion. Move myself into the ocean so galleys cannot reach me before I hit E so that it heals up. With most of the world mapped out now. Any wonders left? I'd be shocked if there were. No, but there are banks, and banks are useful to me. Ugh. I know I can customize what displays here, but I haven't bothered with it, so we'll just do it this way. Working around the defaults a little bit. Build some multipliers. Pretty soon, no, I built condos in every city, that's right. I'm going to want to build barracks in all my cities, but that won't be necessary. Building stables will be. And I can further boost that with, I'll probably run Theocracy. Probably don't need any building bonuses after Shoarmani. Nope, can't afford a war right now. And actually, I do want to open borders with him, especially since, well, he might get the benefits from it too, but he's not my primary concern. Catherine really is. This should help me out a bit. I didn't mean to click on you. But we'll be friends until I declare on you, Egypt. No worries. I'm not in a rush to kill you. I'm in a rush to kill Mansa Musa, then you. And then move on. Probably want to get Russia after that, because Russia's the big cheese here. Oh, Pakal. Let's see how you're doing in terms of cities. Oh my god, you are a disgrace. Why can't anybody get the South American civs to be good on this map ever? And I'm his worst enemy. I'm his worst enemy because I traded with his worst enemy. Logical and typical of Civilization 4. Not that 5's any better. You declared war on someone you did a declaration of friendship with. How do you know that? Because you cheat. Ha 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 ha. Excellent. I'm going to relish running over the world with Shaka. Poor Shaka, always getting shortchanged. But not this time. This time Shaka is going to reign supreme. Yeah, we'll build a bank. Bank it. Oh, the city's fallen behind a little bit. Yeah, bank before university. It's a better deal. Well, it is. It's a 50% multiplier instead of a 25% for the same hammers. Let's get HBR, overflow that into military tradition a little bit. Kremlin? Oh, man. Are you kidding me? I could just go into rush buy mode if I can capture some cities. And, how long on that great person? Oh, I think I just got one. Please don't have been a spy.
If you speak the truth, have a foot in the
Nuts.
spirit.
Well, I didn't want to do it this way, but... Three turns of anarchy, here we come. Where else should I do? I could do a Scotland Yard build or something in my capital and then sell the other one. No, I want to save one for an eventual golden age, because I'll get another great person eventually. Yeah, what now? Shaka adopts emancipation. You take that. You take that and you like it, Mr. Culture Whore Mansamusa. Oh my god, the turn times! Yeah, I'm probably not going to have to be able to show every turn in this, viewers. I'm probably going to have to skip around or something, because this is taking forever just to end turn. Do I want to settle now? Build a Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard in South Africa is interesting. And yeah, notice a lot of these are towns right away. Taking forever. Wow, maybe they didn't pillage this tile as much as I thought. It's still looking decently here. Surprisingly enough. Nope, cannot afford a war right now. Oh no, it is just a cottage. Okay. Oh, that's just two. Alright, the floodplains underneath it created an odd effect in my eyes there. That didn't really improve my research rate much, but it will over time as cottages grow. More importantly, I can do things like rush by now if I need it. Oh my god. Surrey declared on me. And sure enough, there he is. Lots of ballista elephants. Decent chunk of catapults. And of course this would be right after I switch out of slavery. I guess it could have been worse. He could have hit me while on anarchy or something. Yeah, you pillaged me. Congrats on that. Nope. Let's pump some defenders. Okay, everyone go there. Kind of interesting that... Oh my god. Hotkeys work, please. Control click to select all cities. Shift click to unselect one. Shift right click to waypoint. Why is this such a friggin' chore? Fortunately, I have a castle here already, so I should be able to defend this just fine. It'll take more than a few turns to bombard that, and in the meantime, I should be able to reinforce. This is part of the reason why war is superior on slower speeds, though, is because my ability to produce units relative to their moving over here and bombarding my cities is reduced. At the same time, though, I don't anticipate too much difficulty, so we'll see. We'll see what the AI does. Maybe we can get some more longbows. And then, since I bothered, I should probably build stables in each of my cities after everything else that's currently going on. And that's what I get for not checking all these fist icons, but the game is going slowly enough as it is. I mean, look at this. I'm spending more time waiting between turns, or almost as much time, even when I do a mass switch of my cities. I'm spending almost as much time waiting to play the game right now as I am to play it. And it's going to be hard to bring quality commentary to this, just because it's so much of me doing nothing. Yeah, they're getting some bombards off on me here. Yeah, it looks like it'll take them 5 turns to fully bombard. So some of these longbows won't make it, but I should be able to get quite a few city garrison 2 longbows into the city before he can do anything. And I do have engineering, so I should be able to get my crossbows there in time as well. There we go. Hang on a moment here. Alright, I'm back. Let's time this. Let's see how long this takes. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Spinning world icon. Spinning world icon. Spinning world icon. Still going. Alright, well, the turn's still happening, so it's a bit of a long turn time. Alright, I can move again. 29 seconds, roughly, and 7 hundredths, but that's probably a delay on my part anyway. So, okay, I spent 29 seconds on that turn, just waiting for this to happen. Do get in here, so... I'll go ahead and fortify. And alright, I'm done. Was that 29 seconds? Probably, but it's close. It's close. So we're going to reset, and let's try this again. Although maybe I should check. Nah, let's just try this again. This'll be fun. Apparently the Romans were able to retake a city there. So once again, we're just going to wait here. Can't do anything in between turns either. Like zooming around is taking forever.
Victorious
Alright.
win
A little bit better
and
there,
then
only
go to
21
war,
seconds.
while defeated
It's
warriors
time
go
my
to
turn
war
here.
first, and then seek to win.
Well, not a lot to do this turn. So we're done. 8 seconds. Great, great. And let's go ahead and time the in-between turn again. Oof. Hey, I got attacked. Wonder how that goes. Alright, still in the AI turn here. Well, if you don't count that Mansa Musa thing, it's going to be around 25 seconds. Otherwise, it's around 27. Khmer got totally owned here. So, that should give you a picture, viewers. I'm spending a lot of time doing nothing while I'm making this Let's Play, and it makes it hard to commentate on it or to enjoy the game. Because literally, like, if you play... And I have more than 100 turns left. If you play 100 turns of this, where you're waiting like 20 to 30 seconds per turn, yeah. You're spending over a half hour in a given Civ game doing nothing! Nothing! That's not great. That's not ideal. And already into this game, I'm already spending more time doing nothing than I am playing the game. Or just, you know, watching the world icon spin here and talking to you guys. And that does help it go faster for me. It is a little bit more enjoyable when I'm doing a Let's Play on it as opposed to just playing it on my own. Waiting like I am right now. This is actually one of the longer turns here. Alright, good. And I'm surprised the Khmer aren't willing to talk to me already because they got absolutely annihilated there. That was pretty humiliating stuff for them. Is he sending reinforcements? He is, but it's weaker than his initial stack. Lost so many units trying to hit me. And of course now I have a row of longbows on top of my other defensive units, so I just want to sneak a couple into this city to make sure I don't get it ninja'd. And I'll be fine, just fine again. How am I doing in the world tech picture in terms of military tech? Mansa stopped trying to research rifles, so that's good for me. We're still lacking gunpowder and guilds before replaceable parts, and banking, well, before banking and replaceable parts for the Egyptians, so I'll get natted by airships, but otherwise won't be in too much trouble in fighting him either. So if I can pull off a quick sweep of them, I'll probably win the game. No trouble. Hey, even more reinforcements. He attacked a little prematurely there, let me get full fortification bonuses. And I'm a little questionable on his target city as well. I don't care. Yeah, this is also a hill city. So a fortified archery type unit on a hill city, like even this gets a hill bonus, I believe. Actually, I don't know. Plus 25 hills defense, yeah, okay. No, the crossbows do not get that extra hills defense bonus. Only the longbows do. But a longbow in a city is 50%. Well, 25% from the city. Another 45% from the promotions. And then you have another 50% from hills, because you have the hills bonus plus the bonus from the hills that you always get. So you're looking at over 12 strength on these units. Quite a bit over 12 strength if they're on a hill and fortified fully. And are still getting bonuses from the city. So just painful to attack into that. And you really need collateral help and trebuchets and things like that to ease the blow of trying to take such cities. And I do got a great general now. And so I can attach that, get a super medic, and build heroic epic somewhere. So very nice. It's one of the nice things about these earlier wars is that you can set up your eventual military invasion faster when it comes time. No, I don't think so. You can declare on me too.
You can get
Anyone
more
can
of what
declare
you want
me.
with a kind word
Ragnar
and a
votes
gun.
never.
And just a kind word.
Oh my god. I'm like accidentally contacting AIs here, right and left. He still refuses to talk, but I mean, look at this. I was able to put up 9 longbows pretty quickly in this city as well. And this is on epic speed, so... Oh, that's a lot of ballista elephants. But still fewer than I have defenders in the city. So there's no way. Not through Hill Longbow City. I think it is time, however. Well, I'm going to let a city that's a little bit closer to full do it. But I'm going to build a... No, you don't need to loop longbows. I'm going to build a scout, or I guess an explorer now. Attach a great general to that, and then pick a high hammer city and build heroic epics there. Right now I don't have it because I didn't attach a general, but a general gets you the experience you need guaranteed, so it's so long as you attach it to one unit only. Nice and easy. And this is on Immortal, so like wars aren't that hard. You just have to defend yourself. I know I've screwed up in the past not doing it, but for the most part, you don't have to worry. You just need to get some defensive priority. The only really time you're in trouble is the early attack. China's up to 28 cities. Russia 22. Oh, maybe China is the power in this game. Although a lot of China's cities are off-continent. And actually, no, I got heroic epic without attaching a general. So maybe rather than attaching a general now, I'm just going to settle him and get an experience bonus. And yeah, look at that. Look at, he lost like all of his offensive force, and I lost very little. Actually, why don't we show that off? That's always fun. He withdrew. Okay, in that last exchange, he killed absolutely nothing. He got a couple withdraws, but otherwise killed nothing. So, pretty bad for the AI there. And now he's willing to talk, so let's just, yeah, give me your stuff. And then actually we'll get a bit more of the world map revealed this way. Beautiful. Go home with your tail between your legs, you sucker. Do not want your shenanigans here. No siree. Oh, come on now. And this is also why I'm not going to be able to bring daily episodes of like a Civ war, like a 18 Civ thing. Is I'm not going to be able to play this all in one sitting. It's a little bit much to play in one sitting. I've not been playing that long though. Alright, had about a 7 or 8 second turn there again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, basically 0 of these turns in between are less than 20 seconds. This one's about 24. Although I wasn't able to move right after Montezuma contacted me and I said no. Well, actually it's 24 and 8/100ths, so take what you will from that. And onward. But, you know, you set up these things and wait for them to build, and as long as you have some empire management skills in terms of your hotkeys and queuing, you can get a lot done. Now, I'd make mistakes on my queuing, but if I really did the math once or twice, I would be able to play even better than my current heuristics at the same speed. It's like anything else. Once you practice, you get better. So, whatever. And hit end turn again. Just trying to build up the rifles here. And I'll even deficit spend just for the heck of it. I'm building mostly banks rather than research multipliers anyway. Genghis Khan will not trade fur. Oh, it's okay. I'm already giving crabs to Kathy, so I don't need that. Nope, cannot afford a war right now. Alright, we're about 25 seconds per here. And, okay, well now that I'm going to do that, I'm going to start this turn since I'm actually going to do some micro here. So, okay. Grab the sky. Where's my great general? We're going to attach him. Lead troops as a warlord. For a 2-move super medic. Easiest super medic to set up in the game, and is pretty much as effective as most of the others. Let's go back to city overview so I can see my hammers properly. And if Ulundi has not committed to a second national wonder, I'm going to want to build Heroic Epic in Ulundi. Done. And yeah, stop doing that and do that instead. Heroic Epic Oxford, beautiful. So that took about 40 turns. So every once in a while I play for twice as long as I sit and do nothing. Hooray. Just wondrous. Just wondrous. We do get rifles in 5, so we'll be able to start building cavalry soon. And maybe I'll off-screen training them or something. And only show my wars for the rest of the game, because this is getting a little bit crazy.
The whole
Okay.
more than the sum of its parts.
Just fortify there. And, yeah, build a grocer, sure. Still takes less time on that turn than I do on an average time between turns. And this computer isn't bad. I have a 3 GHz dual core processor, along with 4 GB of RAM and like a 1 GB graphics card. So it's not like I'm running on a bad rig where a game from more than 5 years ago should be taking this long just to play a turn. Oh, we got about 28 seconds that time. I think I've made my point. So this is the complaint about the time between turn episode, I guess. But it is a serious problem in this game, and I don't think that can be denied. There were not very many machines that could run 3 GHz dual core with, you know, a 1 GB graphics card and 4 GB of RAM when Civ 4 was released, or anywhere near it. And if I were to be playing this on recommended specs, these turns would be taking me over a minute per turn, which would only make it harder to spend as much time playing the game as doing nothing. And it looks like some of the AIs are going culture here. Yeah, both of my neighbors at that. Interesting, only 12 rivals remain. Of course, one of them got wiped out in the early goings by an event, which is part of the problem on this map, although certainly not all of it. And just, yeah, 28 cities, 23 cities, 23 cities for the Aztecs. I think any future iterations of Earth maps should be balanced a little bit better than this. That way one civ doesn't get just gobs of land compared to the others, or gobs of cities all the time. And Musa made peace with Montezuma without Montezuma doing anything. And I think now would be the time to start looking to steal some techs off of our good old friend Mansa Musa before I declare on him. And just everything's so laggy. That's why I don't usually play huge maps, and why I don't do as much Civ as I used to, is this kind of stuff. Even compared to a really old game like Heroes 3, it's just, like, I don't have lagged interface on Heroes 3, ever. I just never have my interface lag on that game. Yeah, I might have problems with the mouse double-clicking, and there might be some areas where the user interface doesn't have the niceties of newer editions or whatever. Although I'd like to point out that Heroes 3 has as many hotkey niceties as Civ 4 and Civ 5, in that a lot of the stuff that should be hotkeyed in Civ 4 and 5 aren't, those things aren't, especially in Civ 5. Like, you can't use any shift combinations, any control combinations, any alt combinations to manage your cities, or manage your cities without going into them at all in Civ 5. And so certainly the user interface, I mean, we're talking about late 90s games versus games that are made in, like, 2004, 2005, or 2010, 2011. I mean, surely you can learn over these times and make your games work a little bit better in the most basic of basics. And yeah, now that I have stables going, I think all my cities have stables in the queue. Now, it's at least you can do this in Civ 4, and that's not totally useless. And just loop cuirassiers, which will become cavalry before I'm really committed to building any cuirassiers. Like, by the time I would finish one, it will be a cavalry instead. So I'm in good position here to start running the table with some cavalry. It's pretty late in the game for that, especially given my early tech rate, but I'm guessing that the no tech trade has a role in that. But yeah, I will not be able to match the domination time of somebody who just Zulu rushes the entire old world before they can hook up any reasonable amount of metal units. That's just crazy. AI is so defenseless right at the start of this. But also now, within a couple turns, I'll be virtually immune to war, because large amounts of cavalry is well outside the range of what the AI can handle when you use it to its potential. So I just need to figure out what I'm stealing from Mansa Musa, build up some units, and start killing things. Certainly after wiping out the Malinese, I'll be on par with the largest civs in the world. And then if I take out Egypt as well as that, well, that'll pretty much be curtains. I'll be bigger than anybody. So even with some of the garbage going on in this game, it's still very winnable. Just a little on the frustrating side. Although really, the gameplay itself is not nearly so frustrating as the mechanics and the time of turns. Those are the things that really bother me about the Civilization franchise the most. It's just, it's so tedious to play. And interestingly, he's avoided guilds and gone down through gunpowder using education for steel. And he could have cannons on me. And probably will have grenadiers. So maybe what I want to do here is, for the more difficult cities, start focusing espionage on him. I guess I could do that a little bit later after I've stolen some things from Mansa Musa, but focus espionage on him and support some city revolts. So I'm going to want at least one city to be producing spies full time, at least until I have enough that I'm sure that I don't need any more. And we'll just make it you. Stop that stuff and just start building some spies. Now is also not a bad time to shift everyone over to hammer production, since that's what I'm going to be building, is hammer stuff, strictly. It's going to hurt my science rate a little bit, but I'm hoping to make the game on my cavalry. But we're going to tackle that in the next part. So, thumbs up if you like this video. The main team signing off.